to the Good News interview, and today I am so excited. We have Moses Muwanguzi from the city of Kampala, Uganda. He is the founder of Omuto Uganda, which is the Maya school, and the founder of Kisa Safaris. That was a lot for me to say, so explain, first of all, correct me where I've said things wrong, and then explain what each one of those are. Thank you, Moses.
Yes, my name is Moses Muwanguzi.
Muwanguzi.
Muwanguzi, founder of Omuto Uganda. This is a non-profit operating in Uganda. And Kisa Safaris, this is a tour company taking people to see the African jungle. So that's it.
And that safari turned into the way that you're supporting others, right?
Yes, so the Kisa Safaris is a humanitarian tours whereby we are able to bring people who wants to come and volunteer. So, and whatever they pay, part of it goes to help a school, which we have started called a Maya school. So people come on the tour, so spend a few days volunteering at the school or in our village. And then afterwards, they're able to go and see the animals, see the gorillas, see all the other activities. So they travel, we call it travel with a purpose. You spend your vacation, but you've also made an impact or blessed someone else with your travel.
That is awesome. And Jeff Davis is here. Jeff Davis is on the board for Marketplace Ministries, which is all about smart generosity, which is what that sounded like. Also with Olive Branch International, he's on that board. Just an incredible leader. And have you been on these safaris? I know you've been to Uganda.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of joining Moses there at the school. He's taken us on a wonderful safari, and then there was also the project that we worked on together, building a corn mill called Kisago Corn. Kisago is actually the village that Omuto and Emmaus School and the work that they're doing resides in. It's in an area north of Jinja. Jinja is the place actually where the headwaters of the Nile River begin, coming out of Lake Victoria and flowing through, how many countries, Moses? 4 or 5 countries before it gets to the Mediterranean?
Yeah, so that is through South Sudan, Ethiopia up to Egypt.
Right.
So 3.
Right. So Moses has taken us on a boat on the Nile River where we've seen hippos and enormous crocodiles and lots of wildlife. And then we've just had such a great time seeing Emmaus School grow from an initial, I mean, they had a great start 5 years ago with 200 students, but they're over 900 today. They've been adding classes. Well, Moses, why don't you tell them about the levels that started and then about the high school?
Yes, so we started with the elementary school. We are able to open up now for the high school. So we are about 900 plus students right now. But it started as small, around 200. But now we are, we have grown and grown and grown. And we are it's so amazing what is happening down there in that village.
So some of people go on vacation and they go on these tours, and some of that money then supports these schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Moses, tell about Harriet and Titus and how you got them into leadership there at the school and what's being taught to the children.
So our school is a Christian school. As I told you that I am a Christian. So when I was starting, I remember I was like, I'm a businessman. I am not a teacher. So I was able to hire someone who had 30 years experience as a teacher. So I hired him to come and recruit for me all the teachers and manage the school for me for maybe a year, for 2 or 3 terms. Then after, select for me who is going to be the headmistress. So that's how he did it, and he selected Harriet to be the headmistress and the deputy. So he organized all the management for me. And since then, we've been moving forward and working together, and great things have happened there.
Wow. Now
They really they love Moses because he has a wonderful vision for what the school can be in the village, and the tremendous advantage that it provides to the children. He really cares for and loves the teachers, the faculty, the staff, but he doesn't pretend to know things that he doesn't know. He lets them focus on the education, and Moses has been he's a gifted mobilizer and has enabled these enterprises by making good connections here with us in the States, and then raising people up and releasing them to do what God has gifted them to do. And I think that's the reason that there has been so much success. Moses, why don't you describe what Kisa Corn is, what your original idea was there, and what happened?
Yes, so as you have said that this is a humanitarian trip, I am kind of thinking of what we call, when you start something like that, like a school, you don't want it to depend on donations or on only tourists or people who can give. You always think self-sustainability. How can we sustain this without? So we thought of agriculture. As you know, agriculture, 80%, most of the people, or most of the economy depends on agriculture. So mainly agriculture is a very good thing. So after school, they have to eat, you have to feed them. So which means that now if you can have another business which can not only help the school, but can also help farmers around the village, that's how we were able to birth Kizigo Corn. This is a small milling factory which buys corn from local farmers and process it and make maize flour, which we use at the school and which we sell around our village. And it has been amazing, and it has been a help of marketplace, especially Jeff, advising and mobilizing and making sure that it is up and running. So basically,
now,
the birth of it was,
Moses gives me much more credit than I'm due. I asked him one time, we were sitting and talking, and I said, where did you learn so much about business, and what is it that enables you, above and beyond most of the Africans that I have met, to be such a mobilizer of people that empowers and releases them? Who is it that influenced you? And he thought about it, and he says, I don't know, it must just be from the Holy Spirit. And I thought that was a great answer. But Moses is a pretty unique guy in terms of his ability to see something and then bring others along to help fulfill the vision.
That's awesome. So Moses, Kampala, Uganda, how has the pandemic hit that area, the COVID-19 coronavirus?
Yeah, coronavirus is it's a huge thing. The only good part, we have the good news and the bad news. The good side, I'll start with the good news, is that we didn't get so many people affected. We have around 75 people who are affected, and we have around 20 something, if not 30, who have recovered. So what happened was we were able to, our government was able to close the borders early enough. So they closed the borders, they put quarantine on all of us to stay indoors. So to me, I think that helped a bit to make sure that the disease didn't spread. And they made sure that everyone who comes into the country is quarantined. And they made sure that all the contacts of the contacts, whatever contact, they are all got and checked. So that's the good news, that it did not, it wasn't, they say, community infection. It didn't come into the population. Otherwise, it would have been very catastrophic, because, you know, the health system here is not, it is the way it is. So we thank God for that we don't have those many people who are affected and all that. The other issue is, as you see, Kampala, maybe we have around 3 million people or 4 million people around there. So you can see that most of the businesses in Kampala, mainly, day job, like wage earners, people who work for a day to live and all that. So if they closed everyone to be indoors, it means that most of those businesses closed. And then they said, okay, only people who sell fresh food or something, markets to sell. Then it is hard, because now the buyers, people who are going to buy, now they're at home, they are not working, so the demand is not there. So that is the bad news, is that economically speaking, it is hard for some of the people, or most of the people.
Yeah, I would think so. And how are you doing? How, with the quarantine, are you still able to do the school and the ministry, and probably not much travelers on your safari, right?
Yes. So the safari business was badly hit, because all the bookings I had for the year, I refunded most of the money, and people canceled. And I'm just trusting, I'm just trusting that the light will come soon. But I've used this time mainly to, first of all, get more time to my family, a little bit more, and also trying to view the way I've been doing things, trying to judge, evaluate decisions, and coming up with a strategy for when this ends. How am I going to move forward? What's going to happen for the school, for the Chizigo Corn, and for Kisa Safaris? Maybe Kisa Safaris, the business will come back maybe next year or whatever. So basically, I've used this time and using some of the savings that I had to make sure that we leave minimum budget and, you know, try to survive. I just pray it doesn't continue.
Right.
Yeah, we're all praying that, because businesses around the world are they're in trouble right now.
I just pray it doesn't continue, but basically that's it. It has helped me to sit down, and of course, the factory is still operating. So the last 5-6 days, I was there to see the operations, how it is moving and all that. I have a very wonderful man there. His name is Kenny. He's doing a wonderful job. He's, you know.
Is he doing well?
Yeah, he's doing
Is
very
his
well.
wedding, what's happened with his wedding date?
We are thinking to reschedule, because you are supposed to attend.
Yeah.
Do you also have a church there?
Yes, we have a chapel at the school. So, and I employed a pastor. One of the teachers is our pastor, chaplain. Sometimes they give me an opportunity to speak, but we have a chapel. Since we have high school and primary, we have a fellowship for the teachers. So we have our pastor, and we have visiting pastors, and Pastor Jeff comes also. And mostly people that I bring on my tours mostly are either ministers or musicians or pastors. So I'm happy that when they come, we really, really, really emphasize the word of God, fellowship, and our chapel is really booming. So one day you should come visit. Yeah.
Definitely. I would love that, actually. What's the
David, Moses, David was actually hoping to come with me in August.
That was the plan.
But we had to cancel. So we'll get him out there when we reschedule.
Yeah, as soon as possible. And then just closing this up, what is the next step for you guys? What do you think the future looks like? Even you could do it within the pandemic, or you could do it just after the pandemic. We could be a couple months from now, who knows?
Yeah, so the next stage for me is to make sure that I first of all, with Kisa Safaris, of course, I'm going to see if most people are going to reschedule for 2021. And then trying to see that we get more people if they are going to be interested. I have a feeling it's going to be hard because the vaccination is not yet there. Mm-hmm. So I have a feeling it will be a little bit hard, but I'll keep my trust in God and see how things will go that way. But now, if that one doesn't work, I'll give more emphasis now on the school and on the Chizigo Corn to make sure that maybe we expand a bit, or we put in more inventory and try to enlarge the market a little bit, and give my full attention to the school now, since Safari will not be, will not be back again.
We need more people like you out there, reaching these kids, 900, using your business sense, your leadership skills to do good things for God and make the world a better place. I hear some kids in the background. You have a family, kids in there?
Yeah, but now it's okay. It's taken care of.
How many kids you have?
4 of them.
4?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow. And everybody's healthy?
Yeah, everyone is healthy. They're all doing good.
Well, I appreciate you, and I'm glad. And I'm going to pray for you offline, but I'll close this video. Jeff, anything that we missed?
Oh, there's so much there, and I hope that people will stay tuned when we get this trip rescheduled, and will come with us. You will thoroughly be blessed by an opportunity to serve and interact with the children, with the students, with the faculty, and then of course there's that great safari that is so spectacular. The beauty of Africa, Uganda, they call the Pearl of Africa, and the animals that are there, you'll never forget it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have any problem filling that trip. That's right. Amazing.
Yes.
I'll put
all the
links.
Moses, wait, before you go. Listen to the difference in the way that I say the Pearl of Africa and the way that Moses says it, okay? How do you say it, Moses?
Jeff used to tease me a little bit. It's called the Pearl of Africa, something like that.
Well, I really appreciate you doing this, Moses, and I will put all the links to the website and all your, the safari, all that in the notes so people can see it right here.
Yes, you can visit our website. So Omuto Uganda has a website, and Kisa Safaris has a website. So you can look at them and then see what we are doing, and you can get back to me if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to hear from you.
That's Safari with a Purpose. I like that. That was a good line.
Yes,
that's going to be the title of this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Hold on.
All right.